CYN is on the rise. Remember who told you first.
Sway and CYM.
I'm the CYN.
Uncle Sway.
That's right. They call me Uncle Sway around these parts.
That's what's up, though.
You got to be fly to be in CYN.
Absolutely.
You got to have a plan, Heather B.
An agenda.
To be in CYN.
Follow the itinerary.
You got to be committed to being CYN.
The syllabus.
Come on, you got to have a gift to be in CYN.
I like
Very,
it.
very gifted.
Not everybody could just be in CYN. This didn't start somewhere outside where you had some talent agent that put together a group of individuals and thought he could market that group of individuals to an audience and create a consumer base that was manufactured and contrived.
That almost sound like a bar. If you would have rhymed that
yeah,
last
that
word,
would've
that
been
you would have
crazy.
had it. Woo!
That's what we do on CYN. We creatives. We do shit that don't rhyme and it sounds good. This all started in the house right now, ladies and gentlemen, when cousins came together and met for the first time under fathers and uncles, and they said, this is your cousin. You don't even ask why or how. You said, that's my cousin?
You just believe it.
You just believe that's my cousin. Well, who is this guy, man? Well, that's King Combs. Okay, why he so cocky? You know it. What's that all about?
You know who my daddy is.
You know who my daddy is? Who's this dude, man? This little D-Rock. Well, what's up with him, man?
You know who my daddy is.
Come on, man. Well,
New
who's
single.
this dude, man? That's Kai Cash.
Yep.
His daddy ran with Big. You know who my daddy is.
New single.
You know who my
You know who my daddy is.
That's it.
That's new
Well, how
single.
he your uncle? Because when Big first came out and came to Cali,
Yep.
him and his brother took him around Oakland, and they became family and helped Bad Boy become Bad Boy on the West Coast. That's who you know. You know who his uncle is.
Uncle Sway. Let's go.
Kai Cash in the building, ladies.
Good morning. Thank y'all for having me here.
Feel like we just saw each other recently.
We did.
Tell them where we were at.
New Orleans.
There it is.
Essence
Oh,
Fest.
wow.
Yeah, man.
Yes, yes.
It was the Oz and Benjamin, who we work with, was opening up for King Combs and Kai Cash and August Alsina. August wasn't able to make it. We found out later that he was dealing with an
physical
illness.
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bless.
and I swear when I came into the venue, I was like, okay, man, all these dudes are spitters, you know, because Sean Smith opened up, too.
All right.
I was like,
Shout
all
out to
these
Sean
dudes,
Smith.
He
you
was
know,
going crazy.
Yeah,
he was going.
Something's off with him, man.
Yeah.
Something a little off.
Oh, he's blacking out there.
Yeah.
Were you familiar with him?
Nah.
Oh, okay. What a great introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, did y'all
He was
connect?
crazy.
Did y'all network?
A little bit, because he had left like directly after he went on stage. But I was
You know what's that's so crazy,
My
Kyle,
job
because
is
that's
done here.
actually the kind of guy he is. Like, we've invited him to the Doomsday Cyphers. It'd be hundreds of people around, and then you like, yo, what's your... Gone. Just off into the wind somewhere. Yeah.
That's his
nah, he's
persona.
ill.
He's ill, right?
He's ill.
That whole lineup was incredible. And you know what's funny? Because I walked in and I'm like, you know, I like to stand in the back, peep the atmosphere, see who responding to what. Man, I swear, out of the crowd that was there, 90% of them were girls.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? These are spitters about to hit this stage. It's nothing but girls, right? And so I told Osmond, hey, man, you might want to aim for the ladies on this show, bro.
You have to adjust.
You gotta
Heather says
adjust,
that
yeah.
all the time. You need to adapt to the audience. that's-
Recognize your audience.
Yes,
Yep.
in front of you.
It's vital.
What did do y'all discuss that sort of thing before you guys hit the stage?
Not really, but we know to take heed to the women because it's very important. Like you have to. Like, you have to. Like, it's no way you're not gonna take heed to the women. Those are the ones that buy the most. They if they push it, everybody's gonna want to
Right.
know what's going on. So it's like we definitely cater to the women.
So what does that look like? Like, give us like a breakdown of what is catering to a woman. Is that doing songs that are more melodic? Is that taking off your shirt? Is that bringing a chick on stage? You know what I mean? Like,
It varies from taking off your shirt to being melodic or just the way you even deliver your message. It's all that playing into one. The way you carry yourself outside, your appearance.
But I was going to hit on that appearance too, because I look at y'all's collective, you know, obviously King Combs, Nico, his mom, Fly, you're Fly. Good look.
Thank you.
Do y'all get on the phone and like argue when y'all show up and like, yo, my waves is way sicker than yours. You see sick right now. Yo, I bet you ain't. How y'all
not
do
on
it?
the phone, but in person, yeah. That especially with Christian, it's like
Oh, yeah.
that's the most. Like, he's gonna try to outwave you. his brush is always there. Like, you gotta have a brush, do rag. Me and him always going back and forth about whose do rag is whose. Like, but at the end of the day, we all just be fly together, and we only do that like privately.
Yeah, I think it's dope. It's part of the chemistry too.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? Yeah.
And the way they come off too, like you guys, let's be honest, man. Y'all hip hop royalty is in your bloodline, and you could act a whole lot differently if you want to.
Yeah, for sure.
You dudes come off as the most humble, approachable people in the game, man. And I respect that, and I respect your parents because they probably check the shit out of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Like, right,
that's why we're so humble. Yeah.
I read about the time Puff, y'all were being loud at his house, and he had to snatch you by your ears and pull you aside. And what you know what I'm talking
ears.
about?
Nah, which story?
Okay. I read a story that y'all were being loud, and Puff had to pull you to the side and say, "Hey, man, you want to talk and be loud? That's cool inside the house, but you gotta be considerate of the environment."
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You remember that
one? You know,
huh?
it's so crazy. It was me and my cousin D-Rock. We was outside the crib. And it was like we was on our way to a party or something, and it was a Sprinter bus that had just left. But that was the reason why it was so loud outside, the Sprinter bus. So the Sprinter bus left, and Puff opened the door, blacking, like, yo, we ain't raised y'all like this. Y'all gotta come in here. If y'all want to be loud, come in the house. We like, all right. Like, we wasn't about to just be like, yo, it wasn't even us. Like, we was just like, all right, you're right.
Oh,
we
you just took the blame.
Yeah,
for
we
it.
was like, all right. And it was only two of us out, so it made it look even worse because it's two of us outside. So he's like, there's no way y'all are this loud at 11 p.m. in Beverly Hills on a weekday. People got to work in the morning, so we was just like, all right, you right.
Yeah,
we just gonna come in the house.
You took that. Plus,
we just
when Puff yell, man, it's just really not much you can
He's
say.
just like, all right,
Do,
you got it.
do y'all feel any pressure? You know, even Nico Mom is Misa, who to us created,
curated the look,
curated hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, your pops ran with the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Lil D-Rock Pops is one of the most respected of all time.
Exactly.
There's Diddy. You know, do y'all feel pressure to perform, to succeed? Did y'all have that conversation? Like, it's almost like you're not living in your parents' shadow, but it's always a part of the conversation.
Legacy.
You want to be big, yeah. I feel like in the beginning we were a little bit more pressured, but now we so comfortable and like dedicated to the work ethic and everything. And then our parents like respect our work ethic, and they give us opinions which are valued, but sometimes like we're grown now, so it's like an agree to disagree thing. So it's more so we not saying that we're not even looking at the legacy of anything, but we just trying to build our own foundation from jump. So it's like, don't expect us to do exactly what they did or live how they lived, because it was way different. It was totally different for them. We are like trying to pave a new lane. So it's like they gave us a road, and like we take the road, but at the same time it's like we trying to make a new lane in that same road. So it's not like much pressure anymore. In the beginning it was pressure, like, damn, that's a big legacy right there. You gotta really come with it. But they know that we coming with it. They see every day, and they let us do our own thing. So it's like it's great because they really respect it and they really love how we coming.
How old are you now?
I'm 22.
Okay, so I got a 20-year-old daughter. Do you have to make your own money? Do y'all pay your own bills?
Yeah.
So King Combs pays his own bills?
Yep.
Lil D-Rock everybody pay their own bills?
Everybody.
So that's a different kind of pressure.
Yeah, and it's more of a, we don't even want to ask y'all for money. And I think that's what they respect even more, because they see us outside like, you got that on your own. Like we just trying to get stuff on our own. We could ask them. Of course we could ask them, and they'll be like, you need to get a job, but they'll give it to us. But it's like we don't even want to, because this is our work.
Kai Cash, CYN. You got a big announcement you're gonna make.
Very well said.
Thank you.
Big announcement coming up.
Kai, I'm wondering if you can share something that you guys have agreed to disagree. You know what I mean? When you think about your parents having their own lane and you being like, all right, that worked, but trust me, I understand 2019 better. What's an example of that?
Just happened like 3 days ago. I was on the phone with my pops. I shared the playlist of the EP that I'm about to drop. I shared it with him, and there's one song on there that he didn't like for a specific reason. So I was like, yo, Pops, I understand it. I value your opinion a lot, but we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this, because when I play it for people, my demographic,
Yes.
it resonates well. And he was just like, well, all right, you and your demographic just handle this. And I was like,
That's a
oh.
whole nother you and your demographic.
Your whole demographic.
I was like, all right, Pops. All
Yeah.
right, bet.
Can you share what it was?
It was it's this song that I got called Ocean Views, and in the hook, I use big words. Like, I'm a lyricist, so I like to use big words from time to time. And it's one of those songs where I want you to listen to the content. So he was like, you using all these crazy big words, you know your generation is not gonna they're not gonna stick to that, da 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 da. I'm like, yo, this is just one of those songs where I'm spewing my lyricism. Like, I want people to know that I know how to do this just as much as I know how to make a catchy song.
Word
That's
up.
important
Yeah.
to you then.
Yeah, it's very important
Wow.
because it's not here no more.
Okay.
And that's when I started rapping, I always wanted to just have bars. Like, I didn't know how to create a hook, nothing, for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I do, I'm using big words in my hook, and it's only one song.
He was like, yo.
I'm like, yo, really? This one song? So I was just like, yo, we just gonna have to agree to disagree on it.
You graduated from Hampton?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Give that man a round of applause.
That's what's up.
What was your major?
Business management.
Shit. Look at my bitch, man. I'm
I
about
didn't
to
know how to
start
make
working,
money.
man. I'm an employee of CYN.
Gotta make money now.
How do you feel? And you mentioned that, and I want to say profits that
Yeah.
you glad that you committed to finishing school, right?
Yep.
And we'll get to profits. That's one of my favorite joints you've done so far.
Thank you.
How do you think that higher education helped you as an artist, and especially when it comes to being a lyricist?
It was more of an experience, really.
Okay.
Just getting out on my own. That's when you really are entering adulthood, kind of. You out on your own. You get your own apartment and cars. You have roommates. You paying for things on your own and stuff like that. So it was more of a lifestyle thing than really like educational thing for me in terms of correlating to the music. Because when I was in high school, I was going to thesaurus.com every day and trying to find synonyms for words and just looking at words in the dictionary, trying to figure out what they mean. Like, I started probably like my second or third year in college. I started going to the dictionary and taking like 6 or 7 words a day and just writing them in my phone, the definition, and then I would put them in a rhyme together. Not saying that it would be a rhyme that I was gonna
use, but
use, but just to make sure I remember what this word means. And it wasn't even just for the sense of music, just in case somebody said it to me in person.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to make sure I know what something means. But that's just how I've always been.
That's what's up.
People can't help but be proud of y'all, man.
Thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
serious.
It's great.
dope.
It's great.
dope.
Give out your social. Citizens, hit this young man up directly. Let him know you hearing him.
Kai Cash, KAICASH.
What-
On
what-
all socials.
You on all socials.
All socials.
One of the things I was most impressed about is you talked about a conversation that's become prominent in today's conversation when you talk about mental health, and you grew up experiencing anxiety, correct?
Yes,
and,
yes.
and then you put pen to the paper and wrote a book called Tranquil: Overcoming the Experience.
Yep.
You wrote a book.
Yeah.
How old were you when you did that?
Published it when I was like 19, 20.
1920. He
Yeah.
wrote a book, and you wrote the book it was therapeutic for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
So
actually helped me. I developed my anxiety when I was in like a sophomore in college,
okay.
and I just didn't really know what it was at first. I didn't know what to do. Like, I started speaking to my mom about it. She was like, anxiety is kind of natural. Everybody has their own form of anxiety. But it was kind of interesting to me, so I started doing research. But you know, when you Google something, like your symptoms, and then it tells you you're having a heart
The
attack.
worst.
You
Yeah.
about to have AIDS or
got-
something
you
like
got
that. You
diabetes.
take the
I'm like,
littlest thing and
ow.
they tell you got AIDS.
I was like, no way. Yeah, I'm like,
I
nah.
just sneezed. What is that?
I'm like, yo, it's
the worst
no
thing to do.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, it's no way I'm about to die.
Okay.
I'm only 19. Like, I was like, nah, this is not about to happen to me. So I would just like, I speak to my mom. She's like, just watch something funny or just jot down whatever you're thinking about, meditate. Like, I would listen to Zen music for an hour before class. Like, it was just so much that I was trying to do to help myself, and a lot of this stuff wouldn't work. So I went to therapy. I went twice. And it was once a week. I'm like, yo, this is definitely not going to help me.
Uh-huh.
If I come see you one time a week and I'm going through anxiety every day, you think I'm gonna want to see you Friday and then I gotta wait next Friday? Like it
don't work.
Series. No, I'm like, all right, I'm not doing that no more. So I just kept writing stuff down, meditating, praying, speaking to my mom, speaking to my pops, my friends, and after a while, I just kind of gradually got over it. And then my mom was like, you should write about it, like. Publish it. Everybody has, like she said, everybody has a form of anxiety, especially in college. Everybody is anxious in college, somehow, some way. So she was like, just write something. It don't even have to be long. And she helped me too. So I was writing down how I got it, how I overcame it, just the coping mechanisms. And in the beginning, I told people, like, this is not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Everybody's experience is unique. You may not get over it this way, but I'm still going to lend my hand and show you how I got over it. It might help you.
Very true.
Kai Cash. How do you deal with it now?
I haven't been anxious since. So.
You haven't been because when I saw you in New Orleans, y'all were taking y'all shirts off on stage. And,
I haven't been anxious really since.
Yeah, you didn't look anxious when you were doing that.
Therapy can be a supplement though, just not to shit on it. It's kind of like if you go to a trainer once a week. But then on your own you do stuff. So you can get exercises from the therapist.
It was just different for me. I was like, because I was young too, so it was like I'm not going to therapy. I got class right before this and after this, I'm already like, it's just too much.
And let me ask you guys, ask you this as artists, because I'm just looking at your surroundings, and it's relatable to me because my child, obviously has grown up a lot differently than I grew up. Had a little less to work. I mean, I had a lot less to work with, but fortunately because of her parents, she has a lot more resources, connections, networking, and we utilize it to benefit our child. But sometimes people be having almost like survivor's remorse, because they're living so good, perhaps. And have y'all ever felt the pressure to try to represent yourselves in a way that you didn't really necessarily grow up in terms of being edgy, or being hardcore, being street, being... You know what I mean?
Yeah, like people do that.
Yeah, it does happen a lot.
Yeah. Did y'all ever have to, have conflict with that, what you're representing in your music and even in your videos?
Nah, not really, because we know we don't really come from that. Even though I was born and raised in Brooklyn, like I was around all the crazy stuff. I could have been in it.
Yeah.
I just wasn't. Like, for one, my mom wasn't letting me do that in the first place. But I was happy I wasn't in that because it just made me a different type of person.
Yeah.
So we weren't trying to follow a path that we know we didn't come from, because for one, it's so easy to get exposed nowadays. It's like, we know y'all not from I know y'all not talking about.
You graduating from Hampton.
Yeah, like, what? Like, what are you talking about? You shot who? Where? Even our parents would be like, y'all stupid. Like, but and I feel like that's what also makes us as a collective just who we are. Like, we being ourselves, and everybody's different in their own way. So we definitely, I don't think we ever even wanted to take a route of being who we weren't.
Okay. Yeah, y'all music doesn't represent that. We got Alex on the line from St. Paul. Hey, Alex, good morning.
Hey, Alex.
What up, Alex?
Good morning, Sway. Good morning, everybody. How are y'all?
What's up? We chilling.
Good morning.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so appreciative to be talking to you, Sway. Everybody, I love what you do.
Thank you.
Kai, it's a pleasure to be speaking to you on the phone. I was just listening to you talk, and I can relate to you so deeply on so many levels from my own personal experience. And I also work as a therapist in the mental health profession.
Wow.
With high school and with college students specifically. So a lot of what you're talking about is where I live my life, and I really appreciate what you're doing and what you're saying and sharing what you're going through as a man. As a man, for me, it's been really challenging to get rid and get over that stigma of it being okay to talk about how I feel and to talk about having anxiety. I played football in high school. I power lift now. I'm covered in tattoos, and I show up and I'll tell you, man, I'm feeling anxious.
Exactly.
And I'll tell you, like, this is what I've experienced, and you are changing the face of mental health.
Thank
you are changing it, and that is what the world needs. That is what the world needs so badly right now. And if you want to collaborate in any way, if there's any way that I can help on the path that you're on, because you are changing the face of mental health, and the world needs more people like you that are willing to speak up and say what's on your mind and just share it. So I appreciate it. And if you want to talk more about it, I could talk to you for days, weeks, months.
Well, you know, Alex,
collaborate.
For sure.
Alex, why don't you follow him? Follow him
make sure you follow my socials
at Kai Cash,
Keep in contact.
KAICASH, and send him a DM.
Yeah, for sure.
You best believe, I'm gonna hit you up as soon as I hang up this call. I'm gonna hit you up because it takes collaboration, it takes integration.
Yep.
Me and you are from such different worlds.
Yeah.
But what we could do, and what everybody, I'm not special, but what everybody can do if we start speaking up like you're speaking up and changing the face of mental health, so many people, their lives would change, man. So you best believe I'm gonna hit you up, and if we can do something, bless up.
Yeah,
what's up.
Thank you. God bless.
Hey, Alex, you're a citizen, man.
Keep expressing yourself.
We got Kenny from Dallas on the line. Kenny, what you want to say?
Kenny.
What up, family? I'm a citizen, many-time caller.
What up, man? We got a citizen.
Let's get it.
Yo, I had to call because I had to rep HU, man. This young brother Kai is an alumni like me, man. I'm Onyx 4,
Let's go.
class of 99, man. And it is an honor to hear you talking, young man. You are phenomenal.
Thank you.
What you're doing, the message you're presenting, it's what everybody needs to hear, man. And sometimes people come from different backgrounds, and what society is doing now is negating everything. And you're not allowing that to happen to you, man. And I'm just proud of you. I'm happy to hear everything you're doing, man. I'm praying for you daily. And I just love you, brother. Home by the sea, man.
Man, we love you, man. That's what's up. You know, he's going to make a big announcement, too, all right, coming up in a second. Jake in Ohio. What up, Jake?
Hey, Jake.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's up, man? Say hello to Kai Cash.
Kai Cash, how's it going, brother? Man, I just wanted to – what up, man? I just wanted to touch on you were talking about how you listen to the Zen music and stuff before class, man. That's very, very powerful. I meditate quite often, man, and, like, I've found that as I continue to do it, man, I learn backwards. I learn in reverse, and the more I do that, the more things I can tune into on the inside, man. And you just talking about that is very relatable, and I highly suggest and recommend to keep doing that, dude. Growth, man, and everything that you're doing is very, very solid. It's just cool to hear that in the morning, man.
Wow, that's dope, man. Hey, Jake, make sure you support him. Follow him on social. He's going to make a big – man, give me a drum roll real quick, too, man. Hold on, man. Give me a drum roll, man.
Doing it now?
It's a big – we're going to do it right now. Let's get it out the way, man. This is a big deal. We've been waiting for this moment. I've been asking Kai Cash, when are you going to release your debut EP? And I think it's time to make the announcement, the name and the date that it's going to be released. Are we ready for this?
Yes.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Birth in the Borough. The EP is coming. I can't say the date, but.
Oh! What happened?
Wait, it's not.
Next week, though.
Okay.
It's next week. I'm sorry.
Like
I'm sorry,
date.
guys.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, my God.
I'm so sorry.
I'm calling your dad.
I'm so sorry I disappointed.
Your dad was right about that song, too.
I'm dead. Damn.
You and your damn demographic.
Birth
You and your damn demographic.
We had a drum roll. What happened?
That was so anticlimactic.
Birth in the Borough, next week. Just please stay tuned next week.
Birth in the Borough, though.
Birth in the Borough, man, is coming.
What was that because you was born in the borough?
Yeah.
That's why you call it that?
But it's a deeper message. It's like
you gonna say that for next week too?
No.
Okay,
I can't.
right.
I came up here,
Okay.
I came up here. Birth in the Borough is basically my soundtrack, my personal soundtrack, and I'm just sharing it with everybody. With me being from Brooklyn, New York, because right now Brooklyn has like, I wouldn't say a certain sound, but it's like it's one sound kind of that's really dominating in Brooklyn, and I don't make that. I don't have that sound.
What sound like? Who makes it? Are you talking about
the
6ix9ine sound?
It's basically they've taken like Chicago drill.
Exactly. Brooklyn drill music.
They take the slang from Chicago, take everything. It doesn't sound like Brooklyn.
But I ain't gonna lie, it's hard. Like I listen to it.
It's kind of you play it in the club.
I definitely listen to it in the car. Okay. But it's just not me because, like I said, that's not even what I'm like. What I'm from. Okay. So yeah, but this is just my personal sound for me being from Brooklyn. That's why it's called Birth in the Borough. It's just my birth in that borough, and I just want y'all to come relate to me and adapt to how I sound. This is my first project. Just hope everybody like it.
Is Prophets on it?
Nah, I didn't put Prophets on it. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna call your dad.
I'm sorry, Sway. Prophets is out though. That's
Prophets is out. Okay. Is Tamia on it?
No, Tamia is not on it.
7 a.m. on it?
Nope. All new records.
All new songs.
New records.
So something must have happened.
Something happened.
Nico
here. I hit Nico earlier. I told him to come. Come here. I said,
man, because you know Nico want to rhyme.
Yeah. He gonna try to cloud your space, man. This is your interview. Let him in though.
No. I spoke to him.
Oh, you spoke to him?
Yeah, I told him. I was like, pull up for sure.
I'm gonna play this song Prophets, and one of the things I can't remember the thing that's there's a few lines in this song. Because you're flowing, and then you'll drop a gem. You flow, then you drop a gem. And you spoke about, you said, niggas are working for minimum wages. What did you say? Working for minimum
I'm trying to remember, too.
Okay, minimum wages.
Help him out, Kai.
Shit. Instead of worried about trends, been worried about trends on your trends and on your IG pages. Damn, you don't remember your own lines, man?
Nah, because I said
Did you write them?
Oh man.
Okay, what'd you say? Niggas are worth niggas are slaves making minimum wages.
You niggas are slaves. That's minimum wage. You get it and spend it on none. You have to worry about changes and Instagram pages, get you a business or something. CYN is engraved on top of my veins and leaving my niggas for none. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You talk a lot about financial empowerment.
Yeah, financial literacy is
literacy. Yes. Yeah, you
very important.
You never worked for anybody but yourself.
Yeah. And I stick on that.
Wow.
I just never wanted to.
Even in college?
Yeah.
So what were you doing in college?
I started my clothing line. That was like my first line of business when I was 15. I was
God Glory Gold.
Yeah, junior high school, God Glory and Gold. And that's when I first started making my own money. Mm-hmm. And then from there, I started doing graphic designs. Like I made all my logos and stuff.
Lit.
So like the CYN logo, I made it. I started doing graphic designs. So that was like freelance side hustle for me. Mm-hmm. Everybody needed a logo or a flyer or something like that. And then the music started paying.
Gotcha.
So,
okay. Well, the new album, Birth in the Borough, is out next week. We can't give you the exact date.
Next week.
Okay, but I'm going to play this Prophets joint. Yeah, I'm going to put him to work. See if he going to uphold the legacy today. Yes. Sway in the morning. We're going to put him in the Valley of the Hyenas. Yeah. CYN in the building. CYN mob, kid. Act like you know.
Yes, sir.
I got everything but my hoodie. I am a member, though. I didn't get my T-shirt, none of that, but I am a member. I didn't get a wristband, a headband, I ain't get nothing, but I'm a member.
Check your P.O. box, Sway.
V. Yeah. Call a V. V, if you awake, you got to get Sway. You got to get Uncle Sway some drip.
His CYN grill.
Yeah,
you got to get him
on the
grill
way.
and brush.
I'm going to get the CYN grill.
Yeah, you're the first person with that.
What?
And the hat, we got to make the hat special.
Yo, I swear, if you want to design me one, we can get together, design. Let's get the CYN hat line.
We got this. Come on,
I'm just getting the lion's share of that part, but
you know,
got to do that, HB. Hold up. So a young lady on the line claims she know you.
Hey,
she in Virginia. Jay, what up, Jay?
Hey, Jay.
Hey, how y'all doing? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jay.
You know this? You know Kai Cash?
I know Kai a little bit. I do. We go back maybe a couple of years at Black Element Studios.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's up? How you doing?
What's up? You remember Jay? You remember that?
Yep, I definitely do.
What's up, man? Hey, yo, I just want to say I'm really proud of you, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
I remember first time I seen him, I said, yo, I already know this boy got swag, man. I didn't know who you were, but I was like, I could tell you from New York. You didn't have to say nothing.
Thank you. Yeah, you know.
But man, I just want to say keep doing your thing, man. Like, I'm proud of you. G-White, G-White out in California right now.
Yeah, shout out to G.
Yeah. Hey, so he wasn't corny when you met him back then?
Nope.
He was actually, when I met him, he was quiet, and I was like, I could tell by his stilo. I was like, oh, he's not from Virginia.
You don't want that corny tag, though.
He knew he wasn't corny. He wasn't even worried about that part.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Okay, Nico Brim walked in, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on?
I wish your magnificent mom in New Orleans, man. It warmed my heart to see her, and I hadn't seen her in so long, and she's so important to our history. And she said, "Thank you for looking after my son." I said, "Misa, listen, if the boy was whack, we wouldn't be having this conversation today." And she said, "Thank you for that too." Yeah. So he looked after himself.
Shout out to all the moms out there.
All the moms out there.
We need y'all.
So what have we learned about Kai Cash here? Okay, so none of the songs you've heard will be on his debut EP.
None of them.
The EP is called Birth in the Borough.
Yes.
It's going to be released next week.
Yes.
He's an author. He's written a book already, Tranquil Overcoming the Experience. He has his own clothing line. It's called God, Glory, and Gold. He just started that at a younger age. He's never worked for anybody else. He only wants to work for himself.
He likes big words.
He likes to use big words. He used to study the thesaurus and find synonyms to words. And even though he may not use that word, he would put it in the rhyme so he could have some type of drawback in case he had to pull that word, right?
He has a degree from a real university.
Hampton, HBCU. My Uncle Rod, who was here a couple weeks ago, graduated from Hampton.
Shout out to Uncle Rod.
There it is. He's an alumni as well. What else do we know? He doesn't take money from his parents.
Right.
Nico was here for all of this.
Yes, Nico Brim was here for all of this.
Yes.
Nico, do you take money from your parents?
Absolutely not.
There it is. Does King Combs take money from his parents?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, there it is. That part right there, man. I be seeing him with stuff on. You know, when he get that stuff, yo. He be having stuff on, kids.
It's the CYN hat line.
The CYN hat line, bringing in that money.
It's a battle amongst them, Sway. It's a quiet battle, yo. They gotta stay the flyest. Who's the flyest today?
Okay. Lil D-Rock don't get no invisible bully money. He don't take no money from his pops.
Nope.
Nah, Day's a hustler.
He's a hustler?
Yeah.
Actor.
Okay.
Musician.
I love it.
Model. Hustler.
Yeah.
Okay, that's CYN. And I don't take money from my parents either, man. My mother, I don't take no money from my mom. You know,
that's great to hear you in the same boat as us. You part of CYN. You gotta. You feel me?
I hope you don't take money from your parents.
If you're rolling with us, we got some
Hillary banking
guidelines.
Okay. I was asking. Hell yeah, daddy. Yes, I was going to my father.
You were still going to your father?
Absolutely.
The Western Union? Was it that?
No, he really ain't believe in Western Union because he didn't want to pay the fees.
Okay.
Yeah, my father was on some BS, but I definitely, when it got tight, because this game can be so up and down.
Yeah.
You know, it can be tight, and you trying to pay your bills, you trying to pay your rent, you trying to be fly. It was a different time back then, but I definitely dialed in to 201 a couple times. I had to call home.
You had to call home. It's different, I think, for a daughter too, though.
Yeah. It is, and I mean, like, I definitely feel like, if there ever is a back against the wall moment, I obviously go to my parents first and foremost. I would never, I wouldn't shun them out of what we're doing. But it's like, because I done been in some stuff, so sometimes you gotta call my brother or whoever I can to help me get figure it out.
JoJo will be like, "Nah, son, you made that bed, you lying." Me and your pops from the same school.
That's funny. Right. But a part of it is your parents worked that hard before y'all were even born in preparation for your presence.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we be a little spiteful too.
It's a balancing game.
Let's tell the truth. But we work so hard and we see our kids getting it. You need to work a little harder.
Yep. They can't wait to put it.
You know how you getting it? We want to see y'all work. We want to see blood coming out your fingernails.
Boy, y'all want tears at the end of the day.
Yeah, that was us.
I didn't have this when I was coming up. You give out all of that, Sway? Nobody did nothing for me. I had to go get it. Nobody want to hear that.
Uncle Sway.
Do I do that?
It's supposed to be
Tell the
easier.
truth, Sway. This is a truth moment.
With my daughter, well, give me an example. Like if I'm, I let her know the
wake
truth.
up.
He does.
You wake up at 9 a.m. and she's still asleep. Are you going in there with pots and pans, banging on the? You gotta get up, cause when I was your age, I was in Oakland.
When she was younger, I would have done that. Yeah. When she was younger, I would have got her up because I woke up.
Okay.
But she like you guys. The flip side of that is I think when kids grow up around parents who are overachievers and achieve a whole new level of success, the kids end up automatically doing it anyway in their own right, like the way you guys are doing it. You're more bold. You have more audacity. You know, more emboldened. My daughter's the same way. Yeah. So just like y'all, if y'all did a CYN girl side, she's a winner, kid. She's a winner. So I don't do that anymore. You know, I asked her for money. We went to see Lion King last night. I was like, "Did you get the tickets?"
Damn,
sometimes I feel good. How much that shit costs $40 to see a movie.
My man, how Gambino do? It was a good movie.
Killed it. Him and Beyonce, they killed it. It's worth seeing.
See that.
Yeah, the effects are, it's a lot. It's called Lion King. But in case you got, you didn't know, in order to become a Lion King, you gotta get by the hyenas, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wow.
That was a good, that was. I like how you did that. That was crazy.
CYN. Stand up.
Crazy right there.
In the building.
You see that?
That was it.
That's legendary. Everything we do is legendary. I was there when your pops and everybody was coming up. I saw how they did it. Yes, we legendary.
Legends.
Okay.
Shout out to the legends.
You got the Simbas here.
You got the Simbas right here. Let's see what they made of right now. CYN. They always come up in here and break the mics, slaughter the microphone devices. Kai Cash. You gonna be first to rock. What you gonna do with that right there? Sway in the morning, birthed in the borough next week.
Yeah, New York.
Nico Brim in here too, yo.
Sir. Wake up.
King Combs, what up?
Birth in the Barrel coming soon. Glorify the chef, I'm borderline GOAT, couldn't order my respect. I sent the kite out, they ignored my request. Drenched in cold sweats, thought that I was a threat. Audible on my last move. You see, I planted the seed, it's grassroots, so we know it's cash rules. I've been pitching a million more in my chat rooms. A man of honor put the army on the tattoo. You see, I came up on the catalog. Nipsey blew my 100 bills, it's still a marathon. Cut the chat, I want the check, no need for back and forth. Stacking more, I make the call, it's in a ladder form, tapped in. I came to move forward, niggas backwards. To bring it what you got, you won't get past us. The power in my hand, I'm grand access. Record straight, I set the flame and leave the ashes. Yup, on everything, doubling up. Whole stock on the stove, shit bubbling up. Erupting and bust like intercourse, come from my nuts. See, I got here from nothing but dust. I rose, didn't I? Send a rose to her, got her blushing and stuff. I'm cold-hearted, this ain't nothing but lust. Maybe I love when I want. She finished first like we're coming to front. Losing her mind like Kanye, fucking with Trump. Been making moves with the crew, it's a hell of a life switch. Need a passport and I ain't been inside since. Pay-per-view to see this movie is simple to sight shit. Wrist gleaming to sing on some Brian McKnight shit. The global rotations and making time switch and change your locations is causing conflicts. They see how we get busy, get sick as a virus. It get ugly and shit could get as funky as fried fish. I got finer style rock suits like Bumpy Johnson. We the main niggas providing the lane switch up. I'm sane, but I run with a gang like Sonny Carson. Bunch of made men shall remain the same men. And peep my passion when I'm rapping, my reaction cool. My newest shit is ludicrous, make niggas act a fool. Cause CYN a new religion, higher value too. I hang with Christian even though I went to Catholic school, running them up. Back at it like a rehab shit. Thought I'd be good after rehab shit. Patient with my decisions, I think smart, can't react quick. See, I'm trying to be top 3, half 6. Can't be average, know what I mean? First degree math shit. My level, the same thing backwards. They wanna come to my residence, never tell them I don't need that shit. I just send them a B&B address. Repertoire is all that. Fuck your opinion, where your boss at? You talking compensation, I'm on that. If money on the table, we want that. I came to take the wheel like a carjack. You Ricky trying to fight for your ball back. We talk different, breathe different. Social media posts, we flood fees different. Take my tribes to the waters, I'm trying to lead different. Valid in every court, field, ring, rent cost, the whole team different. Treat the streets different when we be outside. When they ask who outside, we outside. Equipped and fly shit, fashion week outside. Never worry about no degrees outside. Centerfold, I pose, no magazine, but you see my vibe. Blink good like the leave out. Believe how we came thus far and proceed. Now they see why I connect everywhere and never need Wi-Fi. See, I always been determined for certain, but if I lost, then I came back shooting like Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Young niggas wouldn't know the type of timing I've been on. I ain't rhyming, I'm supplying you with verses like a Bible. Do my writings like a song. Scripture curse, close to perfect. I'm for certain, born to win ring bells. Baller alerted in this odd time. Running full court, you on the sideline. Kashan, you can see me glow from the skybox. What?
Okay,
Yeah. You feel me? You know?
Yeah.
Breath in the barrel.
Put him through that 5 fingers of death. He didn't even know he was gonna catch that one.
See who I am.
He didn't even know he was gonna catch
I
that
ain't
one.
know. Shout out to Oku Sway.
Yeah, I gotta put you to work, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all pops and mothers are looking at me like, put them to work.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now watch how I do you.
Okay.
Let me do you like I did Big.
Okay.
You can see that it's its own video. It's on video.
Show off now.
Okay, it's on video. Everybody got one good round. Yeah. Everybody got one good round. Nico, you want to help them out too? Or that ain't what this is today?
I did 5 rounds though.
Nah, Heather. Don't give them no
I
blankets.
feel you, Heather.
This ain't Linus.
You feel me? I did 5.
You don't need no pacifiers.
No,
I did
he don't
5.
need it. You know I ain't want to make excuses for
know?
nothing,
Nah,
but
man.
that was 5. Let me
I
hear
want
what
his
Nico
pops.
got.
Shout out
Let
your
me see.
pops. Tell him your pops' name.
Shout out to my pops, BK Rube. Shout out to Rube.
BK
on the
Rube.
check-in.
BK
You know?
Rube was there when Big was building the
number one stunner.
Okay. Okay. Come on, D-Rock, man. Nothing but
Shout out to
salutes.
Uncle Rock.
Come on, Diddy, man.
Shout
That's
out to
family.
PD.
That's a fact.
Come on. They JoJo looking at
Shout out
this.
to JoJo.
Me and JoJo performed on the same
On the
stage. I
check-in.
tell the story every time.
Sway, but nobody still see no video of that.
What? JoJo knows.
Sway.
JoJo knows.
Uncle Sway, you was
The
a
real
rapper.
shit. Yeah, well, I did my thing. I put out some projects. Don't do that, Kai.
I want to hear some Uncle Sway.
Don't do that,
freestyle.
Kai.
That ain't gonna hurt. That ain't gonna work, son. Nephew.
I tried.
Okay.
I tried.
Wanted to drop a beat on him.
Nico, you want to start this one off?
Oh my gosh, over this beat, I swear. You might get disowned if you don't do this right.
I tell him, geez, look how I fell in the league. How I fell in this bitch and now she don't want me to leave. I'm a pro when I'm hitting, you know I shoot with a sleeve. Blow it back while she yawning, I'm out the door with the breeze. My palms itching, we the young wolf pack with the fleas. Gonna blow around the world like a fucking disease. Tired of niggas being Rambo as they talk from a screen or off a beam. Terror squad, them boys walk with a lean. Tell them fall back, know them niggas scared. You can see it in my eyes, I'm well aware and well prepared. Stay ringing, no callbacks. We shot that youngin' in the head, no hard. If I seen him, I would shoot him, word to dead. They sick everywhere, nobody down from the plague. I put a plaque up, crazy with the words, where's the man? Slap that ass if it act up. Need a timeout, I need a break, nigga. Back up before they head tap us, yo.
Nico Brim. Yo, Kai Cash, what you gonna do on this one? Your pops was there when this was first recorded. Let's go.
I paint a picture quicker than John. Michelle with CYN on her arm. You know the gang got hang with money making niggas stuck in their ways. Stand solid, we ain't tucking no chains in real life. Heated up, they told me sit down on chill ice. But fuck that, jump to the plate if you feel nice. I know that I'm real nice, but the arrogance out. I'm birthing a lot of seeds, just sprouting them out. I had to account for dressing cause my salad amount. I'm eating more, count the calories out. Higher boundaries now, was in the game, try fouling me out. Sucking niggas see they scouting me now, I'm top tier. A few cold days, but it been a hot year. The players that contested against us are not here. My daily routine, wake up, stop, stare at myself in awe, and thank God in my prayers, yeah. Recognize cash sheet. Ooh.
Keep flowing, keep flowing, keep flowing.
Ooh. Oh, man, nah. Listen, stop it.
Let it breathe, let it breathe.
Let it breathe.
Let it breathe, man. Kai Cash.
Let it breathe. I wasn't done, but let it breathe.
Eat the truth. You the truth.
Come on now.
Hakeem,
Come on
what
now.
up? Hakeem in Jersey. What you want to say,
Jersey,
Hakeem?
stand up.
What's good?
Yo, word is bond from the rip. From the rip. I mean, like, after about 10 seconds, man, I dialed the number. That shit is fucking fire.
Thank you.
Yo,
Thank you.
Sir.
And I'm like, yo, you really make me listen to y'all young cats, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
Thank you.
I'm 50. You know what I mean? So I
Shout out
grew
to
up
the
with
legends.
lyricists. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the lyricism, the wordplay. Oh, my gosh. You made me a fan instantly, man.
Thank you. Much love. Much love.
Fire.
Man, keep doing what y'all doing,
Tell
man.
your kids.
You really got me on the level of some, like, especially when you hit the Jay-Z beat. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, thank you.
Man,
Man.
I almost pulled over. Like,
Hakeem.
Yo, what part of Jersey you from,
He's
Hakeem?
from around your corner. You live around the corner from Heather. Where you from?
I'm from from Patterson, New Jersey, 4th Ward, the Boulevard.
Is he clapping right now?
Yeah, you know how
Shout out to
Jersey is.
Jersey.
Everything like Jersey be
Shout
like,
out
I
to the
ain't
whole
beat for that
tri-state.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are the truth. CYN,
I love
ladies and
it.
gentlemen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Don't even ask them what it means. You ain't gonna get nowhere with that either.
Nah, listen. CYN, create your now. That's for everybody.
That's what it means?
Yes.
CYN.
Y'all revealed that already?
Yep. Well,
We
this is
revealed it
this is
right
the most
here.
public. Yeah.
This is the most.
This is the
You feel me?
revealing. Yeah. This is the official.
So, create your now. Everybody, everything we did. Back to you talking about with the parents and everything. It's up to what you do with your moment. Every moment is solely up to you. You feel me? You create your experience. So we out here creating ours, and we advising youngins to do the same.
Gosh, man, I can't wait to
Create
get
your
my
now.
T-shirt, man. You got that right here first. Sway in the morning, shade 4-5.
Shout out to Uncle Sway.
Absolutely,
Sway.
man. We in here.
Sin Sway.
Yes, there it is.
Man,
We was thinking all kind of ratchet shit. Call your nigga. You know what I mean? Like all kind
Cash
of
your
stuff.
niggas.
All
Cash
kind
your
of stuff. Yeah, it's all kind of stuff. We was thinking. Hey, man, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Keep working.
Yeah.
Stay working.
I love it, man.
Okay, stay on that roll. Stay consistent and persistent. You guys got something special. I love to see y'all. And you're 22. How old are you, Nico?
22.
22 years of age, man. Have y'all done Rolling Loud on those kind of shows yet?
no.
No, we haven't.
No, y'all
But we
need to-
will.
Y'all will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we on
yeah.
there.
Y'all need
Sorry
to get
about
on
that.
Rolling
But
Loud.
yeah.
Rolling Loud New York is coming.
Okay, be with
And
all
I'm-
those
yeah.
popular artists that are out now.
And I love how all of you guys, I would hope that y'all are supporting each other. Like, at the CYN, send your shirts to Jaden Smith. Send it to Lil Rum. I love seeing this. I really do. I'm so happy for all of y'all, man. I think it's dope. And you guys are so well-spoken and so educated. And you know what? Don't let nobody judge you. Y'all are doing y'all thing, man. Like, keep doing it and keep speaking out. Y'all voices definitely need to be heard.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Okay.
Dope.
I see CYN and then YBN and all these different collectives.
Oh yeah, shout out to
y'all
YBN.
communicate?
Yeah,
Okay,
shout out
good.
to Corday. Shout out to
Corday,
all
all
the
those
Corday.
Mighty
That's
J.
those, yo, man.
All those dudes.
Today's the truth.
Y'all get together. Yeah, man. Y'all
get together.
form.
Do it. Hey, do your own shit. Get
Yep.
together.
Yo, Corday, you and me got to do something for
Yeah,
real.
man.
You heard it here first, Corday.
Okay.
He's dope.
It
He's
is
dope,
popping.
man.
Yes, indeed. All right, man. The new EP, Birth in the Borough, is out next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
So I can't play songs off the new project. So
I actually sent. I sent over one of them joints.
one of them?
I
Send
sent
it
over
right
a
now.
very
Hold up.
special.
Pull the mics down. Pull the mics down. Hold up. Pull the
Sway
mics
in the
down.
morning.
Yeah, let Heather-
Okay, why you trying to turn my song off? This is a new breakdown for Sway in the morning. Sway in the morning. Back me up, Tracy. Shade 4-5. Nico, you can sing too. Sway in the morning. Turn Nico mic up. Oh, Shade 4-5. Make it up a song. Go.
Shade in the morning.
Sway in the morning.
Shade 4-5.
Shade 4-5.
Got sway in the morning.
Got sway in the morning.
No, I'm feeling alive.
Feeling alive.
Got shade in the morning. Like I
Sway
said,
in the morning. Sway don't care. He was liking
Shade,
it.
I liked it. Keep going.
Keep
though.
going. We just
I
trying to
wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror like
theme
Kai
song.
Cash. You know what I
You
mean?
feel me?
So we're going to get this new song. What song is it?
This song right here, y'all could drum roll for this one right here. This is
This
this song right here is called Handouts, featuring the legendary Pusha T.
You got a song with Pusha T?
Off
Dude, he got a song.
Birth in the Borough.
How did you do that?
Good day. God bless. Shout out to Rob Holiday.
Rob put that up?
No. We did that. You know, me and my pops. Pusha T has, like, every time I drop a freestyle, Push was always tuned in.
Okay.
And
That's
like,
not a Virginia connection.
He told me that. Nah, this is even before.
Wow,
that's crazy, right? Even he always told me like, yo, you ill. Like in my last freestyle that I put up, he like commented, and that was just like
Big.
the door opening.
Yeah.
And then from there, my pops kind of initiated it, but I had seen him. What was that? What was it called? Something in the Water. See him at Something in the Water. I'm like, yo, sent you that joint. He was like, I bet I'm gonna get on it. Like next 2-3 days.
Wow.
Damn, and he did it?
And he did it.
Did he?
You don't have it yet?
You don't have it yet?
Did he do it?
Who got it?
It's sending right now.
Something about the Wi-Fi in here.
Airdrop
the Wi-Fi is
Sway
whack
in the
up.
morning.
Should I?
Shade 4-5. Say in the morning.
Sway in the morning.
Shade 4-5.
He got it. He got it. He got it. World premiere.
And it's called here it is.
Sirius XM. Shade 4-5. Sway in the morning. Handouts. Kai Cash featuring Pusha T.
That's right.
Yeah.
You heard it first right here.